Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 11 of my Modular Mayhem Let's Play series as a sheep stands on top of my machines behind me. Hello Mr. Sheep. Yep, okay. Alright, today I said we were going to continue on with oil processing. So you can see here I've got the oil distillery running and it has oil in it. And what it does is it uses power to heat it up into hot crude. Hot crude then needs to be run through the refinery. So I'll quickly show you around the back here. I've got the tanks set up and I literally have no iron left. I mean like zero iron. I don't got nothing in there. I've got to go mining again, but trying to make everything look pretty and everything here. Started working down the side here. You can see I've got tanks, and up the top I've got some pipes running, and trying to keep them all separate, make it look a bit industrial. Got a bit of technical blocks, made transparent ones look like scaffold. I'll do a little bit more work to make that look like it's hanging off the side here. Maybe I'll put some stone up there or something, but at the moment the idea being there's three products from, where are we? Aircraft. There's three products. So you've got your crude oil, turns it into hot crude, and then when it's broken down, you get heavy oil, light oil, and natural gas. So those three tanks are going to be for those three liquids. I'm not going to bother with a header tank or anything for hot crude. I don't feel the need. It's a fairly quick process anyway. So that just has pipes running under the ground down here, which I'm going to cover up a little bit more because these pipes are Forge multi-part compatible. So I've got to make some hatch ones, but it runs under the floor under there. You can see through there. There just covers over the top of it. It's pulling out the bottom, and I move the tesseract to the top. I figure in at the top, out at the bottom makes more sense. So I move the tesseract up there. Again, I might put some technical blocks to hold it up there, and it's just flowing into the tank through here into here, and then the output of this one is out of the top. And you can see there's already, if you look at the Whaler tooltip, it already says 360 millibuckets of hot crude. So I've wrenched this little piece here, and it turns it into a pull-out arrangement. So it's pumping out of here and running down that way. Now I've got that pipe roughly where it needs to be for the refinery. I've got a bunch of junk in here. I've upgraded my tools bag to an iron backpack, and that's just a case of putting some iron around an iron block around the basic backpack. And if you right click with it in your hand, sorry, shift right click, you can name it. So I've just called it tools because that's basically what it's going to be. And I've just been dumping all my bits and pieces in there. Right, let's move these out of the way. In here, these items here, oops, I need 26. These items are the ones I need for this refinery. So if you look here, we need 9 at the bottom. Now I'm hoping I got it right. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go mining because I don't have enough iron to make any more. So this doesn't require power. It's literally just I guess a passive sort of setup. And we have this. So it alternates all the way up. And then these are just these all the way up. I think. Let's just throw this together. One of them. So how many is that? That's an in and 1, 2. One more. that. Ouch. Please let me work this out right. And I'm hoping to perhaps run the pipes directly out the back, and you can see I ran the headers to here. I plan to bring them in and down individually, probably using the covers in between. So I might just put a ladder. What side would be best? Kind of thinking probably this side over here. Because that'll give me the opportunity to hang around the side, I guess, and try and get these pipes on. There you go. That's the refinery, and it's probably actually already, yeah, it's already working. So it's already getting hot crude. This is continuing to make more. It's using a bit of power to do so. We've got a fair bit of power. And you can see here it's hot crude in, light oil, heavy oil, natural gas. Now I'm not sure which order they come out in. And that's something I want to try and work out, because I want this end tank up here to be natural gas. Because I've got the polymerizer ready to go here, which is the thing that turns it into plastic. And then I'm hoping to use, you know what, maybe I should put the natural gas in this one. I think all of these can be used as fuel in the advanced generators mod. It'd be something I have to look into. So, alright, let's see what we can do here. Okay, that one's light oil, that one's heavy oil. I'm guessing the top one's natural gas. Ah! Might have to put these up the back here. I'll just break these afterwards. Alright, so I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this. I'm thinking natural gas might be this one then. And its pipe can come under the ground there and up into this machine. And these other ones can run under the ground there. So, some pipes. Have a snack. Stick. Right. This doesn't lend too easily if I do want to make this first one. You know what? It's just going to have to be what it is. Ah, didn't realise I was standing on the ladder. This is just going to have to go here. The natural gas will go into that end tank. And I need some of those technical blocks there. Ah! Oh, I should really work on some flight. That would make sense. But I can't be making sense now. Where's the fun in that? So these are the three outputs. I'm thinking I need some blocks. Give me a dirt. Let's stand on the wall. That would be a smarter move. Alright, so I want to run this one to here, and then this other one over here. So let's run this pipe. I'll get rid of this now. I might end up trying to find a metal ladder and using that just to give it a little bit more of an industrial look. I'm not sure how many of these I need, so just grab a bunch. Ah! Back here you. And you can see I put glass in the windows. I kind of like the look of it. I think it's working well for the building. if I put this here, and then I run this pipe like that, that will get, I'm not sure if that's pumping. I might have to wrench that. Again, it's in the tool bag. Yep. And I'm gonna need some more pipes. And I have no iron. Oh boy. Alright, so can I reach that? There. Reach that one. Oop, tank empty. Nope. Nope. Here, dirt. Oh, there goes the natural gas. And it will be waiting because the bottom one is full, the light oil. So, bit of an issue. We'll run this down here. That one there'll do. Damn. Can always be a little bit difficult running these pipes. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. Oh, if only I could turn these back into iron. Be nice. Ooh. I need 6. I need 6 iron. So I'm gonna have to go mining in a minute. So I'll just leave that for the moment, and I'll do this next bit. And that is the polymerizer. So the machine to make plastic. See, it's a fairly large machine as well, and you can see by where I've laid out the concrete. I've left it like this because I like this edge. I like the edge around the machines. You can see, you know, it gives a nice definition of the machine. I know it's grass underneath, but you know. Right, and so for this one, move some junk. I need 2 of them, 36 of them, 2 energy ones, and yes, this one will need energy, and a tank. So what I plan on running the power probably along the back here like I have been. There's a cable there. Make some more cables. I've got 1. So I'm going to need to get some more wool. Maybe that sheep can help me out wherever he went. And I'll just run the power probably straight out of here and down the back there. I might end up running it under the ground just to neaten it up. Probably will. Probably will run it underground. Along the back here, probably under the floor. Right, jabbering on a lot. There's a power in. Okay, so the whole bottom is these. Whoops. Pick that one back up. Make sure I use the right pickaxe. I want to use that one. What do we got here? Pretty much the whole top is as well. And then we've got a heater there. The tank is there. And input, output. Because I do believe there is items you need to put in order to get plastic. It's not just a straight, you require oil. Alright, the rest of these, nothing there, nothing there. Oh, every time I click one of these blocks it picks up its inventory. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can count. Boom. This is the polymerizer. We've got an input port here. As I said, I'm not 100% sure. Plastic. Magnetic craft plastic sheet. Is coal and natural gas. Which is great because once I can make some of this, I can make solar panels and conveyor belts and all sorts of stuff. Right, so a couple of things I need to do. One, obviously need to hook power up. Two, I might just put a hopper on there for now. And a chest out here, maybe just a pipe. Just to make it, it'll be a manual operation. I won't need heaps of plastic. You know, we've got it here. It's required for the miner, so yes, I'll need some for that because I wanted to have a look at that. Required for the solar panel. Combustion engine. Electricity from liquid fuel. So, I mean, we could always hook one of these doobies up using some of the fuel. What else is it used for? Diodes. Okay. And some of the upgrades for the inserters. Now, I haven't used inserters yet. Speed up, slow down inserters. And then, yeah, as I said, conveyor belts. So there's not a lot of uses for it, but you know what, I'm kind of going all out with magnetic craft, so why not make it? And judging by the height of that, my roof isn't going to be tall enough. That's a bummer. Well, I'm going to need to raise a roof. So, may take that up. Maybe one more, because that'll almost miss it. And if I put in the same sort of roof as over here, hopefully it'll miss. I'll work that out later. Not a big issue. Right, so let's see here. I'm having a few issues with my computer today. I'm getting a lot of warnings during the video, so I'm hoping it's coming out alright. Apologies if there's any sort of stuttering or that. I don't have a lot running. I generally close all my apps before recording, but for some reason it just doesn't want to know. Alright, so I'm going to have to go mining. So I might just cut it here and go and do a bit of mining, and then we'll perhaps look into the next thing to do, because I'm pretty much almost done with magnetic craft, which is a bit of a downer, but I mean, you know, this is the what, fifth episode just on magnetic craft. I mean, there's still plenty to do. There's still I can still work on the miner, and I do want to do if you have read comments or follow me on Twitter, you would have known that I'd seen Iskandar's farm setup that he was using for melons, and I want to recreate it here for the industrial hemp. These things here are permanent magnets. Now, permanent magnets is just tungsten with a magnet in the middle. And these things stop the block breaker going past it. So I want to put some block breakers here. Cool thing about the block breaker is that anything it breaks, it sucks it up. So I won't need vacuum hoppers or anything here. It'll just be a case of it'll suck it up and I can put it in a barrel. And I've started running power under the ground. From underneath here it goes under, turns about here and goes through. So, but the block breakers require a ton of iron. Lots and lots of iron. That's per one. And then there's 2 iron and a diamond for the diamond drill. and then there's 4 iron in there. So each one was, what's this? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13 iron, a diamond, and some carbide. So they are fairly expensive, which is why it's only going to be a little farm. Just put 6 here, but still, that's, you know, that's a lot of iron. And as I said before, iron is something that I'm very much hurt, because everything I've done lately has involved iron. Hello, buddy. Thank you. Should fence him in. Don't have any fence. Oh, I've got these aluminium fences. We'll do for the moment. Ooh, don't you go nowhere, pal. Haha! There you go. I have a wool setup. There's a pig over there too. All the animals coming in. The only other thing I've done during the episode was place a few lanterns around, try to tidy things up. I think I've gone a bit overkill in here. I was seeing if I could get it done without torches. I think there's 2 spots on the floor that might spawn something, but it's an unspawnable area, so it's not a big issue. Alright, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to go mining, and I'll be right back. And I'm back from mining. And I didn't get heaps, but I got 55 iron ore, so we'll throw them in first. Just get them processing up. The other bits and pieces. Just harvested a bunch of the hemp. This stuff outside here, I just harvested a whole bunch of that so I could get some wool. Because you can take the hemp and 3 of it turns into string, and then 4 string into wool. I sheared old mate over there again, and he seems to be he's got enough grass there to regrow, so that's quite helpful. I think I showed you that I'd put chests back here to catch everything. It stops the backlog now, which is great. We got 64. A little bit of ferrous, a little bit of copper as byproducts. I think we're starting to get into the other products now. We're getting a fair bit of iron. Now 55 should give us a fair bit if it's tripled. It should give us about 150. And the rest, I know my maths is poor, but 165 I guess. Plus obviously the chance of getting some other bits and pieces. So there's a couple of byproducts. Alright, so we'll go with that. We'll go and smelt this up quickly, and we'll make some more of these pipes. And while I'm here, you go. And that. I've got 13 of the... Oh look, he's grown again. One. Give me 3. Hey! I think because I had 1 extra. Yeah. So that cable... Oh! That's not what I planned to do. Not at all. I might have to perhaps hit it with my pick, because now that I've, you know, efficiency 5 and all that sort of stuff, it's maybe a little too quick. So pretty sure if I remember rightly, these pipes are just glass, iron like that. So let's just grab 16 more for the moment. Seems I get the warning when I go too fast. I don't know. I may have to tweak my settings in OBS to make it a little smoother. So all I need to do now is connect you to there, and then hit this. So you'll see here it'll have stopped because the light oil's full. It won't continue processing because it can't fit any more light oil in. So if I now go and go pop, this should start. Whoops, not that one. That one. This should start pumping again. So it's drained out. I think you'll find that that's actually running. So if we go around here and check. Yes, it's got 1 millibucket of light oil. So as soon as it's being made, it's pushing it straight out to the tank. We run out here to the tank. Don't pull in the hole I've left in the ground. And I've got to make some more concrete up, and I'm going to concrete this whole area so I don't get grass. So currently in this tank, here we're going up. Natural gas, 10,000. So we got 10 buckets of natural gas. We have 9 buckets of heavy oil and 11 buckets of light oil. So as I was saying earlier, that the plan is to run out through the bottom here, like so. Whoops. Same here. So because this is the natural gas one, this is the one I want to get to that tank, to this machine here, which may cause a small problem. It would have been better. Depends where the fluid input is. I think actually the fluid input is the tank. So we might be alright if we go straight under this wall through this block. And if I put this on here, I'm going to have to definitely natural gas. Yep. Need to wrench him into the outward spot, and then pipes in here, and I'll cover that up. Bring it under the floor here. I don't know whether to pop it up there or not. Put some covers on it. Put a hollow cover on it, perhaps. Might actually bring it to here. Okay, grab some more pipe. And while I'm at it, I might make the hollow cover. I've got the two blocks I've just harvested up. Diamond saw these guys. Let's see if I can take both of them, because I'll need some for it. It'd be different, won't it? So to make the hollow ones, I need to do that. Let's just grab all of them. What's a bit of iron? Right. So if I now put this like, oh, it's the wrong one too, isn't it? Oh, I should have done this one. That's alright. Let's break that. I don't have a crafting table in here. Silly duffer. Go in here. It's quicker. And I left the saw on the other table, so let's get an iron saw here. I'll leave this one in here. No, I might not to. Same as before. Hollow covers. Let's try that again, will we? over like that, and then we can bring the pipe up and across and in. There we go. And it's now full of natural gas. And if it is natural gas that I use to power the generator, then I can just pump it off there too. But we now get coal, which I have none on me. I was organised at the start. I had everything in the chests and everything ready to go. I'll take that back before I forget. I don't think I've... No coal in here. I think it's got to be coal, not charcoal. Try it. Didn't want stacks. Anyway. Can't hurt. Put a stack in and see what happens. Alright, so I think this is the input. Yep, seems to be. And it needs power. So let's give it some power. All the way down there. And I'm not going to have enough. Or am I? Maybe. Right, power. That should be enough. Oh, it's heat. Okay, so it's not... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it's got a power in. It should be taking power in. Okay, so it's heating up. I'm not sure what temperature it requires to be. We might be able to see that in any eye. No, it doesn't tell us. About there though, I think. So it's using power, obviously. And we've made our first plastic. Yay! Mission accomplished. So that's pulling power. That's pulling power. Well, that pulled a lot of power. An absolute ton of power. So this is going off its brain trying to produce power. This thing up here is pretty much cooled right off, so this wouldn't be pumping real great, so it's not doing much either. Battery's draining real quick. So we'll have to look into this. We'll have to work out whether this is going to be enough or whether it will catch up now that this has filled itself full of power. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't see me using, as I said before, I don't see me using a heap of plastic, so that one stack of 64 might be it. It might just be a case of I've made a machine just because. Alright, so you know what, I'm going to do this on camera. There we go, there's a screenshot for the episode. We have accomplished a lot. Got the distilleries running, pushing out hot crude. Actually, it's probably not doing anything because it doesn't have the voltage for it at the moment. Hot crude goes into here. It gets broken down, refined down into heavy oil, light oil, and natural gas. Natural gas is using in the polymerizer with some coal to give plastic. And plastic is used in solar panels. So the only other thing we need for solar panels is crushed quartz, which is just nether quartz in a crusher, and photovoltaic dust. Wow. More crushed quartz and crushed diamond. Oh really? Give me 1 diamond dust per diamond. Alright, anyway. So that's 3 diamonds and sheesh, a bunch of nether quartz per solar panel. And I don't think the solar panel puts out heaps. Generates 50 watts. It might be enough to run a pump. Hopefully. Okay, this is the end of the episode here. Next episode, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I need to do a lot more mining. That is for definite. I need to finish hooking up the power at least here. Hey, look. I wonder if this works. Can I do this? Oh, there we go. See, I knew I needed them. So I'll be running the block breakers here eventually once I can afford them. And yeah, we'll make next episode a surprise, I guess. Alright, I'll definitely end it here. Thanks for watching. Please leave your comments. Tell me if I can do things a little bit more efficiently here. And yeah, any likes, subscribes, much appreciated. And if you haven't already, feel free to follow me on Twitter. You'll see I do tweet out when the episodes go up. I also will generally let you know when other people doing the pack, well, Iskandar is the main one, but other people doing the pack are posting theirs up because it's a great pack, but there's just not a lot of people out there playing it, so, or at least putting it up on YouTube. So, alright, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks a lot.